Hello and welcome to today's episode. So today we'll be picking up from where we left off last episode and we will be finishing off this potion room. So we do have the bare bones of it in. We've got most of the main features in: the frog farm, the mushroom farm, the rabbit hutch, all that sort of stuff. We've got the spider farm next to us, which you're going to convert so we can actually farm it from this area. We've got all the basics done, but now it's actually time to get creative and get this thing decorated. So let's get to it. So as I discussed last episode, I do actually want a certain mob in here. Well, there's going to be quite a few mobs. Anything that's even loosely associated with crafting potions or magic stuff or anything like that, we want in this room. So I'm digging out like a little prison cell here to put the mob. Now, like I said last episode, the mob is from the nether, so I'm sure most people can work out what mob it is, since it's from the nether and it has connotations to potion crafting. So I'm just going to replace the bricks here with deep slate bricks. The reason being is I want this place to look like it's charred inside, so I want the bricks to be a slightly darker shade. That will certainly enhance the effects the mob gives to this room. And just why I'm placing these bricks in, I've not really discussed the lore of this world that I'm building that much. So this world is essentially a lot of warring medieval factions, and they're pretty much doing whatever they can to get one up. It's like a medieval arms race. So this is the area where our particular faction that lives in this fortress is going to be doing experiments on mobs and trying to come up with different potions in order to beat all the other warring factions in the area. And so I'm just going to lay down this railway line now. Now it's going to be quite hard pushing the mob up that steep incline, so I may change these for powered rails at some point, but we'll just see how we go for now. So I'm going to have these rails coming into the cell. Then hopefully all I need to do is just break the minecart the mob's in, and it should stay in there and we should all be good. So I've already laid down these tracks to the nether portal itself. And now it's pretty much just a case of laying down the tracks all throughout the nether as well. Luckily our nether fortress isn't that far away. So we already built this bridge here quite a while ago. I think it was before I even aired the first episode. And in this nether fortress we have several spawners which we can use. And we're just going to take this track to those spawners. And look at what we have here. So the plan was to take these tracks all the way to the blaze spawner, but two blazes have spawned right next to the tracks, so I think I'm just going to take my chances. Just going to drink this fire potion, fire resistance. Very underrated potion in Minecraft. Like when I first started playing the game, I thought it would just give you slight resistance, but it actually makes you completely immune to fire, which is perfect for this scenario. So I'm just going to lay this track down towards them while they blast me. Should be able to pop a minecart down now, and hopefully we can get one of these guys in here. We already have a name tag on us, so just going to push him. Ow, ow, slap him, slap, right, he's in, we got him. This one can go away now, we only need one, and of course he floats off over there. So we're just going to take this guy and run. 100% professional kidnapping. And our name tag here, we'll call him Cinder. Now we have our very own Soul of Cinder. And now it's just a case of pushing this guy all the way to the potion room. And what do we have up there? Looks like a possible chance at a skull. A wither skeleton skull. Doesn't look like he dropped it though. And where's Cinder gone? Did he already go down here? Where's he gone? He can't despawn, right? Did he go? Yeah, there he is. So it seems like he couldn't quite get up that incline and floated on downwards. And looky what we have here. A huge group of possible wither skeleton skulls. Maybe we'll get lucky. And broke my shield. And don't think we got lucky. Nope, that's a shame. And so we've pushed Cinder all the way to our nether portal. And for some reason it doesn't look like he's being transported. That's weird, it made the sound, but the mobs, can mobs not teleport when they're in minecarts? Is that what it is? Let's just do a test. And, right, so the nether portal's still there. No, it doesn't look like he can teleport whilst in a minecart. Well, this just got a lot riskier than I thought it would be. And he's really enjoying slapping me up at the moment. So I think we're just going to have to break this minecart and hope it works. And pop, yeah. Actually went a lot smoother than I was expecting. Ow. Ow. Right, now the issue is we've got to get back in the minecart. Right, he's not even trying the fireballs anymore, he's just slapping the shit at me. Right, there we go. Oh no, he got one of the cats. Oh, he burnt one of the cats alive. I think we still have the fire resistance effect from the potion, so I think we should be good at least for a little while. And things aren't going so smoothly. It seems like Cinder is hell-bent on burning this entire place to the ground. He did not come quietly. But we do have him here now, so... Oh, stop shooting fireballs at this room, please. Hopefully he should not be able to see us once we place this. And then all we really need to do is just break the minecart he's in, and then place the final iron bar chunk, and we should be all good. Just going to eat this real quick. And pop. And there he is. We have an imprisoned blaze that we can experiment on. And beat the others in the arm race, and just ignore the rabbit hutch for now. Right, so here he is. I've rebuilt the rabbit hutch. I've put all the fires out. We're all good to go. Now I'm just going to destroy these tracks. And so these little areas here, I thought they were a little bit too bland with, you know, just being trapdoors. So we're going to change them into like little tanks. First, we're just going to pop down the actual brewing stations so we can sort of base the room around those, because we want this place to be functional. And now I'm just going to ride to our farm area, our barn that we built a few episodes ago, that houses our bee farm, because we'll need quite a lot of bee wax, because I want a lot of candles to be in this place. I want it to have like a really nice, magical, dark, spooky vibe. So we're going to just craft quite a few candles, get some dye, and have all different coloured candles all over the place. And I also want like an apothecary slash botany area in the room. So we'll need quite a few unique plants, that's why we built the sniffer. And I've hunted down some berry bushes to stick those in there as well. So we have all our ingredients here that we're going to use to decorate this room. As I said earlier, it's all magical stuff like plants, like amethyst, gemstones, various, you know, pots, just anything that looks a little bit magical and like something that would be in a medieval alchemy lab. But first we're going to fill up this tank with water, so we're going to have one tank with water in. The other one I'm leaning towards doing a mushroom farm. I'm not quite sure what animal or what mob we're going to put in here yet. I do have an axolotl and a bucket that I could stick in here, but yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll stick it in there and see what it's like. The issue is you can't put axolotls with any other mob because they'll just kill them. So it pretty much disqualifies any fish or anything, but I think an axolotl is more potiony, you know, like slime of Newton stuff, that's the thing. I know axolotls aren't newts, but I mean, come on, you kind of look like them. And so we finish this off, we've stuck some kelp in there, some sea pickles to brighten the area up. And we'll get around to sticking the axolotl in there at some point. So I've started work on this little area, so this is kind of inspired by Skyrim. So in several houses in Skyrim you can get like a little alchemy area where you can grow various different ingredients for your potions. Now in these areas there's areas to build like plants and stuff, and there's like rotting logs where you can cultivate mushrooms, and that's what we're going for here really. So yeah, we're just going to stick a bunch of like the most unique plants we can find here, and then maybe some blue lighting. So I've made some more progress on this area now. So we've added a few more things to it. That pink flower is really doing work as well for the vibe of the place, for the particles it gives off. I've forgotten its name, but you know what I'm talking about. Again, just making progress on this area. I think we're getting it about where it's ready now. Maybe we'll stick one more blue light in there. We've also added various bunch of magical stuff on these shelves as well, or on these tables. Amethysts, we've used that wither skull, potted plants, you know the general magical gist. Added some bookshelves up here, some railings around here. We've got a little crate here, so I'm not sure what I want to put in that yet. And for the other tank, we were planning on having mushrooms, but I've decided that I actually want endermite in there. The reason being is it gives off like this particle effect, which looks all magical. And again, it's like another mob that we can be researching to discover, I don't know, like secret end potions or whatever. And now it's just a case of throwing countless ender pearls into this room in the hopes that one of them will turn into an endermite. I believe it's a 5% chance, I could be wrong, so 1 in 20 chance per ender pearl. We have about 30. So yeah, I'm just going to get the name tag ready, and then I'm just literally going to stand here all day just throwing ender pearls at this wall. Hopefully it won't take too long. Oh, and it seems we've spawned one now. Perfect. So we're going to name tag in grub, and then we're going to have to vacate this area, wall up quick so he can't get out. And I think that's good to go. There he is. We have our endermite tank. You see, this is the particle effect I was talking about earlier. It looks really magical. It just really fits in this room. So we'll take a look from this angle now. Here he is. Yeah, definitely better than just putting a mushroom farm there, I think. We might even stick another one upstairs, because I do really like that effect. And so now we're just going to begin working on the central kind of piece of this room. It's going to be a potion. This is a potion room after all. A cauldron, sorry. So this is where we're going to be brewing our potions. And yeah, I just want a kind of fireplace-like design where it's up on some cobbled stone being heated by a campfire. Just typical witchy stuff. Typical witchy bullshit. And then, yeah, so I think we'll build up this design a little bit more. Maybe put some fence posts on it, and I think that should look fine. And so we've built up this area. I think this is pretty good. We don't want to make it too tall because it takes away from the rest of the room, but we do want it to sort of stand out as the central focus, or the central point. And now we're just going to stick the water in here, like so. And yeah, it looks fine. Might take a little look from up here. Yeah, again, the smoke particles really do make this as well with the effect. Really enhances the area. And so we've got our rabbits in here just so we don't forget, and we've got to, you know, try and get them in here. That guy deserved that. I know it seemed cruel, but believe me, that guy was a nuisance. He escaped about 40 times. And now, so you see I placed some redstone here. It's supposed to imitate the effect of spilled potions, but I thought it would be better if we actually powered the redstone, because that way it glows and it looks like, you know, a glowing potion spill. It looks more magical than just red liquid on the floor. So we'll try this and see what it looks like. Yeah, so maybe like... yeah, maybe we'll put a few more splotches of these around as well. But yeah, definitely like that. It looks like some magic acid or ingredient that's fell on the floor. Especially with like the particles that comes off it as well. And maybe we'll just keep this one as like a cross so it looks a little bit different. And yeah, that works for me. And now it's just a matter of getting around to actually turning this spider farm around. So I've already changed up all the walls. And now it's just a matter of reversing it, because it was facing the other way originally. But I'm actually having a little bit more trouble than I thought with this. I can't actually remember how to actually build a spider farm, so hopefully we can get that sorted now. I've already made a few attempts and they've not worked. And so we have now completed the potion room. We are going to do something a little bit different this time. Instead of just going in looking around, this time I'm going to show you the room with shaders on. So I don't usually use shaders. I don't use a lot of mods, to be honest, but and shaders in general, I really don't like how they look like in the open world with the sun. It gives everything a weird washed out glow. But I think in certain areas like this post room, it might actually look really good. So we're going to flick the shaders on now, and I'm going to just take you on a little tour of the room. So here we are, we have our shaders activated, as you can see by this sort of weird blue glow over our fortress here. So we are going to enter the room, and here we are. Here is the finished result with the shaders on. So we have our rabbit hutch here. We have our little botanical Skyrim inspired area over here where we grow all our mushrooms and plants to make our potions. And it seems like these shaders make these plants wobble. I suppose it's supposed to be like in the wind. Kind of makes me feel a little bit uneasy though, not going to lie. Reminds me that time I took too many shrooms at Leeds Fest. So we'll leave this area promptly. So we have little details scattered around like this. Right here, this like glass with the trapdoor on top. It's supposed to be like an empty jar. Obviously our spider farm is finally working. It took me way longer than expected. And as you can see, it's fully functional. We've already got a fair amount of stuff from it, just from building this room up. Here is our main central piece, the cauldron. Here's our area where we'll actually brew the potions. And our brewing stands, various details, various magical stuff. We have our axolotl tank over here. There he is. We have our endermite enclosure tank thing, whatever. You know, a little detail here, like a slime bucket, and underneath this is actually glowstone, so it gives off a slight glow as well, like it, you know, it's some magical goopy liquid. Up here, so we have our netherwort farm. We've filled up these with actual books, so it looks less empty. We have another endermite in here. Again, it's mainly for this particle effect that it gives off, because it looks like some magical creature in this crate that we're testing on over here. We have our frog farm, still fully functional. This is the area where we're doing some experimenting on our blaze. I may even use these books at some point to note down potion recipes, because I think everyone knows it's a bit of a nightmare, you know, having to go on the wiki to see you know, all the potion ingredients and stuff. But yeah, I mean, he looks really good with the shades on as well, with this nice glow that he has. Give you a look from the balcony up here. So here's a more wider look at the room. We have these cages up here too, so I was planning on putting phantoms in those or allays or something. And I will get round to it at some point. I'm not going to forget about it. And it seems like a skeleton's dying over here. But yeah, it's pretty much everything. We're still not finished this part, so we're just gonna ignore that for now. But yeah, I mean, I think that pretty much wraps up today's episode. I hope you've enjoyed the build. Look at it. Look at how magical it is. Look at me. Look at me go. And yeah, as usual, thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.